What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 3 battle for the BBL for BBL Season 6. I believe we should be 2-0. Unfortunately, we are 0-2 with a -2 differential, and we're going up against one of the scariest teams for us to deal with in the entire league, and that's because specifically of one mon, MattOshea. This thing is busted, but on top of that, he just happens to have a Melmetal and a Necrozma and a SALAMENCE and a Bulu and a Milotic and a Crocodile, and oh my god, this team is really, really scary. But our team is scary too, guys. We have a very threatening team, and I'm hoping that this team can put in a lot of work for us this week, finally get us the win. I just want to click buttons and get the win this week. It's that simple. I want to win this week. BBL is only 10 weeks long in the regular season, meaning we have to finish in the top 8 while winning what? 5, 6 of our remaining 8 games? That's crazy. We can't really go worse than that, or else we're not going to make playoffs. And that's because we had such a shitty start to our season. Hopefully we can turn it around though. We are running a really cool team, really fun team. But again, that MattOshea is such a huge problem. We really have to find an effective way to beat it. Ghost and fighting is phenomenal coverage against my team. Honestly, the only types that Ghost resisted or resisted by Ghost is going to be normal and dark, either resisted or immune. But then fighting hits those for super effective damage. So that's a big, big problem. So if he runs a Life Orb set, it could be very scary. Banded Poltergeist, very scary. I have 2 normal types on my team in the Heliolisk and the Sylvally. And honestly, neither of them may come. It's just, we have to see a good way to do it. So he can just click Banded Poltergeist or Banded Spectral Thief and really kind of cause problems for my entire team. I'm hoping that we can work around it though. But we are playing against OG Albina, his Miami Mint. They are, I believe, 2-0 right now. So I'm hoping we can get the win here, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm really hoping for it. This is going to be the final BBL battle that is going to be a live comm. The rest of them are going to be post-comm for the time being. I apologize for that, but if you guys want a more analytical side of the battle, just more in-depth thought process of what happened, my thought process going into each move, and at the end of each move, then make sure to stick around, subscribe to the channel, guys. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we can't get there without you. But let's go ahead and jump into the Teambuilder. Starting off, our first mon is going to be our Dracovish. Now, the reason why I have Dracovish as our first mon here is because I can't always have Genesect or Necrozma as our first mon. Dracovish is going to come to most games, and this time is running a banded set. It is not Adamant Band, though. It is Jolly Band, and that takes away a lot of the power that it has. The problem is Milotic, when I see it defending against a Dracovish a lot of the time, it'll be running speed for Adamant Dracovish. That way, if it's running a Choice Bandit Adamant Dracovish, then Milotic can outspeed, make sure it can actually take the hits while it has its Flame Orb up, which is problematic. So because of that, I said, you know what? I'm going to have speed for anything creeping Adamant Dracovish. So we, I believe, reach 129 speed while we're at level 50. So if anything reaches 128 or lower, we will outspeed, and we'll be able to fire off a boosted banded Vicious Rend against it, doing tons and tons of damage. We also get a little bit more bulk in our HP because I'm going Jolly instead of Adamant for what I was creeping before, which is like no speed Salamence, which is pointless, I guess. So yeah, but at the end of the day, if I can get this thing on something slower, on the Aromatisse, on the Crocodile, even on the Melmetal, even on some forms of Necrozma, oh my god, just forget about it. We are going to hit so hard, we're going to destroy those things. Leech Life is there because it helps me against the Crocodile, against the Necrozma, it helps me against a bit of the Bulu, I guess. Ice Fang is there for the Salamence, the Bulu as well, and the Facade, in case we get burned by something, just to be safe or status or whatever the case may be. Let's say there's a Scald Burn or something that my Milotic might throw at me. I'm not running Water Absorb, so this is going to be my best option to make sure that we can still just demolish things with Facade, even though we do basically give the MattOshea a free route to come in and just click buttons against me. It's still really strong. And at the end of the day, if we're burnt even, Vicious Rend is still going to do a ton of damage, especially if we outspeed. So I feel pretty confident in that. This basically comes in on something that's slower than it and gets a 2 KO or an Oko, which I could desperately use. Our next mon is going to be our Dawnwings Necrozma, which is running Moongeist Beam, Earth Power, Autotomize, and Moonlight. This set is really interesting. We have the Cassibberry on this set. That's because of the MattOshea. We actually have a really tough time taking hits from MattOshea. Even with our Prism Armor and the Cassibberry, we need like a ton of investment into our defense. Look at all that investment, 20 HP, 148 defense. All that is there so we can make sure we can actually take hits from the MattOshea. That thing is so fucking strong. We actually take a Banded Spectral Thief or a Life Orb Poltergeist. Spectral Thief is only 90 base power, while Poltergeist is 110, so it can be pretty tough for us to deal with, especially if it, honestly, it's just gonna be tough to deal with. I'm hoping that maybe we can get like an Intimidate against the MattOshea, and then we bring it in on a Banded Poltergeist or a Scarf Poltergeist, whatever the case may be, and that way we know right away he can't actually touch me because we know he's banded, and we'll live the hit because of our Cassibberry, which is fantastic. Moongeist Beam hits everything on my opponent's team for amazing damage, except for the Crocodile. So I think Crocodile might be a must bring this week. Last time around, I don't think my opponent brought his Dark Answers, his Dark type for the what's it called? The Necrozma. I don't think he actually had a Dark Answer, Lux did, but regardless. we have Earth Power there for that. It also hits the Melmetal for better damage than something like a neutral attack like Dragon Pulse or resist attack like Dragon Pulse. Hits it better than Moongeist Beam. Not as well as Heat Wave, but I felt like Earth Power would be a bit of a better option, so I kind of wanted to go with that. No chance to miss. It just was a lot more reliable, I found. So I said, you know what, why not? It's still 2 KOs in the Crocodile, so I thought, again, it'd be my best bet. Of course, Autotomize is there for speed boosting, Moonlight for recovery. The speed on the set allows me to outspeed a Scarf Crocodile, so while we're at +2. Very helpful again. Fire off any hit we want to go for. If I weaken the Crocodile, this set can just go in and really cause problems. I really would like to run a Scarf set or a Spec set, but Scarf doesn't outspeed what I wanted to, and Specs is just not... I wanted to switch up my moves because even though there's a Crocodile there, if he's running Assault Vest or Specially Defensive, it can be really, really difficult for me to deal with. So I didn't think that Specs and Moongeist Beam would be the best option because he does have that pretty free switch-in regardless. And he also has an Aromatisse, which you can just Wish Pass up back into the Crocodile, protecting it from taking too much damage. Our next mon is going to be our Genesect, which is running the Choice Scarf this week. We have speed for the Crocodile. With the combination of Bolt Beam and Flamethrower, we hit everything on my opponent's team for fantastic damage, except for like the Necrozma, the Marshadow, and the Aromatisse. I have U-Turn for the Necrozma, but the big thing I want to do is make sure that I can get out of the Marshadow as quickly as possible. There's really nothing I can do to hit it for great damage outside of like Psychic. I don't want to be locked into Psychic against the Crocodile because Crocodile is already a very scary mon for me to deal with. I don't want it knocking off any items I may have, so I felt like running a move like U-Turn to just get out of there pretty quickly would be my best bet. Marshadow, just its typing is really good against me this week, so I felt like I kind of had to go with this route. Ice Beam, Flamethrower, and Thunderbolt, they have a chance to paralyze, burn, or freeze, which I can definitely take advantage of against the Marshadow. They also do tons of damage, like 35-ish%, which is enough, and if I can kind of just U-Turn around, cause problems, it'd be really, really solid. Again, we have speed for the Crocodile and Scarf to outspeed everything that is not scarfed, well, not scarfed below that, so that's pretty good. Ideally, this thing just causes problems, is really annoying for his team to deal with, stops things from setting up, and just kind of comes in and chips things down, causes problems, wears things down, and then eventually picks off these random Pokemon once they're weakened that the rest of my team does a really good job of doing. Once we weaken those things, oh my god, we're going to be in a fantastic position. That is going to be our Genesect. Moving on to our next mon, it is going to be our Tornadus Therian. Tornadus is really interesting this week. We have a really weird set with Air Slash, Heat Wave, U-Turn, and Taunt, and I'm just going to let you know right now, I am specifically running Air Slash over Hurricane because I cannot afford for it to miss. I cannot. One of my mocks, it came down to 70% chance. Air Slash, do I hit it or do I miss it? What am I going to do? Well, I missed, and because of that, it ended up costing me the mock. So I want to make sure I'm not put in that position where I'm relying on a 70% chance. And honestly, I don't really need the extra power. The extra power is nice, don't get me wrong, because I'm running only 12 special attack EVs, but because I'm running Taunt, I can kind of shut down things like the Milotic, like the Aromatisse if it's not running Aroma Veil for some reason. Honestly, it should be running Aroma Veil, but in case it's not, we should be able to beat that 1v1. It stops the Necrozma from setting up on me, stops the Salamence from setting up on me as well, stops the Porygon from clicking Trick Room, the Rodent from clicking Screens, or the Roselia from clicking Spikes or Toxic Spikes as well, which is very nice. But the big thing is the Milotic. We have speed for the Mence here, we have enough bulk on the set for a Banded Poltergeist, and we're also 3-hit KO'd by a Milotic's Ice Beam. So we're not 2-hit KO by it, which is very important because we want to make sure we can just come in, take whatever hit, I can taunt that thing, force it to KO me or something, that I can go to my Necrozma, try and set up for game. Basically, my best course of action is to weaken the Milotic to the point where it's in range of my Necrozma. I click Moongeist Beam to get the KO while I cannot recover, and I'm good to go to start sweeping against my opponent's team. That is kind of the play with the Tornadus here. Cause problems, annoy things. Heat Wave is there for the Melmetal, making sure we can get rid of that thing pretty quickly. We also can potentially burn the Marshadow or the Crocodile or the Salamence or even the Bulu, and I feel pretty good about this set. Honestly, Aromatisse is starting to become a little bit of a problem, but with Genesect, I think he's going to be really fearful of it. With Dracovish, he's going to be really fearful of it. With Landorus even, he might be fearful of it too, so we'll see, but Aromatisse could be very problematic for me, but I feel like our top 5 is really, really good, strong enough to make sure we can't get beaten by a Trick Room Aromatisse, so hopefully we can kind of avoid that because I do not want to deal with Trick Room Aromatisse. It's very strong against my team. Our next mon is going to be our Landorus Therian. Landorus is running Earth Power, Sludge Bomb, U-Turn, and Psychic. We're a special Landorus this week. Why? Honestly, I'm not 100% positive. I'm not gonna lie, I built this team pretty quickly. This mon was the one I really didn't do much adjusting for after the fact. The big thing is we're Rocky Helmets and we are defensive as hell. Reason for that is for the Melmetal. I do not want Melmetal causing problems. I also want to make sure that we can kind of weaken the Poltergeist, but the Marshadow's attacks, whether it is Poltergeist or Spectral Thief or whatever the case may be. We should be able to weaken it, get off 17% with the Rocky Helmet, 34% in the case of Melmetal's Double Iron Bash, and actually Melmetal, if it is running Double Iron Bash and it's not a boosted item, we will 2-hit KO, or no, let me say that again, we will take 2 Double Iron Bashes from it. Amazing. Earth Power comes out and we KO that thing because we are special. U-turn for getting out of there. I'm gotta be really careful about U-turning against the Necrozma, because if it goes for an Autotomize and its weakness policy or something, then that's very problematic. I cannot allow that thing to get set up against me. It is the end of the world if that happens. That just cannot happen against my team. Hopefully we can prevent that, and that is what our Landorus is here to do. So fingers crossed for that. Big thing with this as well is we also are going to be taking 2 Life Orb Special Thieves from the Marshadow, and we can weaken it with Intimidate as well. And we also have speed for anything creeping and adamant Dracovish on this set as well. That is going to be our Landorus, and our final Mon is going to be, once again, our Silvally, making its 2nd appearance. This is the 6th Mon on the team. Honestly, at this point in time, you guys know what I said at the beginning of the season. Majority of the time, almost like 95% of the time, we're going to be bringing our first 5, the Necrozma, Genesect, Tornadus, Landorus, and the Dracovish, plus 1 of our next 5. And it just happens that 2 weeks in a row, it's going to be our Silvally. Silvally is really solid here, but we are not running a single attacking move. Toxic, Parting Shot, Substitute, Protect. Very annoying set. If you guys remember, we had our game for BBR, I think it was against QSN and his Texas Zygarde or something. And that set we ran, the similar set we ran was the Raikou set. Now Raikou had access to Toxic, Substitute, Protect, and Voltage, I think it was. And this set is running Parting Shot, instead of Voltage because it doesn't get it. But this set is really good because outside of the Melmetal, we Toxic everything except for the Roselia. Pretty good, right? And if he's not running the Aromatisse, we actually make sure that he has no Clerics as well. I think maybe Salamence gets Heal Bell or something, but I don't expect to be running Heal Bell. If I can just Toxic everything, Sub-Protect Stall, then I'm going to be a really good position. We also take a banded Double Iron Bash from the Melmetal, just in case we can then weaken it. We can PP stall it out pretty well with Protect, which is very nice, and it only has 8 PP, so if he's banded or something, Protect, Substitute, Protect, whatever, just kind of weakening things down just a little bit, annoying it, Parting Shot around, force it to run out of Double Iron Bashes, meaning that the rest of my team's gonna have a really good time against it. Probably the best bet against it. We also take a banded Woodhammer from the Tapu Bulu, an adamant banded Woodhammer at that. And we also take a non-boosted close combat from the Marshadow. So if I find out he's like Assault Vest or Kasibberry or whatever the case may be, we will take the close combat. I can then go for a Toxic, weaken that thing, and at the same time, because we're running Silvally normal, because we have leftovers, it actually gives me a Ghost immunity, and he's not going to know that we are Ghost immune Silvally until he sees us, which is huge, meaning that if he locks himself into Poltergeist, oh my god, here comes Silvally, and Silvally starts clicking buttons and just annoys things. Parting Shots around, just causes a lot of problems. Honestly, if he's locked into a Ghost move, Silvally just comes in and clicks a free Parting Shot, because if he decides to stay in, he's wasting 1 more PP. Great. We weaken it by 1 stage, and we get into a better threat, or if he switches out, we get into a better threat regardless. So that is our Silvally here. The set beats everything but the Melmetal, like I said, and if he doesn't have Wish, it's really good as well. It stalled out Necrozma from just destroying me, and it's a really good set because it's super bulky, especially on the physical side. That is our team, guys, for this battle. I'm hoping it's going to be a good week. We'll see what happens once we get into the battle. So thank you guys for watching the Team Builder, and let's go ahead and jump right into the battle. Alright, so we are on Pokemon Showdown. Why? Because since my move, I am having issues with the land mode, so we're playing on Showdown this week, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I apologize for that in advance, but we'll see what happens. Looking at it, Marshadow comes, same thing with the Melmetal, the Salamence, the Crocodile, the Milotic, and the Rotom Fan. Rotom Fan, interesting. This is actually the same 6 that my opponent brought to the mock, except instead of Crook, it was Necrozma, but Crook makes sense because he wants a Dark type. Okay. I kind of want to just lead off with Silvally and click Toxic on something. So, but I want to keep it in the back as well. What would he lead with here? Maybe Crook, probably Rotom, if anything. I am going to lead off with Silvally here. He leads off with the Rotom Fan, that's fine with me. I'm going to go ahead and click Toxic, and we'll see what he does. Yeah. Literally just telling me right now, there's like 64,000 potential, what am I saying, 64,000 potential IP addresses or possible IP addresses or whatever, and basically there's no way that I could have the same one on the server. It just, all I'm trying to say is this is all fucked up. That's okay though. I'm gonna go for the, let's go for the Protect on this, expecting it to go for Voltage maybe. Yeah, Voltage comes out, that's fine. Let's go for the Parting Shot here. He Voltages. So getting burnt here really sucks. It means my what is this thing called, is really affected. My Silvally is really affected because it can't just Toxic Stall everything. But that's okay. In comes this thing. I kind of want to go into big red button here. We are banded and we do outspeed. If I go to Melmetal, if it's banded himself, we outspeed. We actually do not KO. I could go into Tellus. We will get the special attack raise. And I can go for a flamethrower. How much do we take from a bandit attack? How much does Genesect take? We survive the double iron bash, which if it's bandit, that's awesome. We survive anything unless it's a superpower. I'm actually going to go into... Well, he's at -1, so we'll take any hit. So I'm going to go into Tellus here. And I don't think he's going to go into the Crocodile here. I think he goes into my Lodic, if anything, which is fine. I just want to go for a Thunderbolt here, honestly. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt. We'll see what he does. We'll see what he goes into. If he goes into Crook, he goes into Crook. But he went to my Lodic instead, and we get off 65% on that. That's amazing. And let's go for another Thunderbolt here. We'll see what he does. If he goes into Crook, he goes into Crook again. Melmetal comes back in. That is nothing. 29%? Ooh, that's a Salt Fest. That is a Salt Fest. That's fine. I go into Kronos here. Into Landorus we go. And he goes to the Thunder Punch, doing nothing to me. I'm cool with that. Okay, now again, we know he's at -1. Let's go to, he's not Choice Band. Let's go into Kronos. Where's my Landorus, excuse me. If he goes for the Ice Punch, let's take a look. Ice Punch, you are at -1. He will do 72 to 85. What would he go into here? Let's go. I want to go for the Earth Power, but I also want to go for the U-turn. If he goes into Road, might be a bit problematic, be a bit annoying. I'm just going to go for the U-turn here. As he switches out and he goes into Crook, definitely okay with that. We're going to fire off a U-turn, do a hefty chunk of damage. 27% is not bad at all, especially because it's not really, like, you can't really bring it back. I kind of want to go into... I can go with the Tellus here, actually. Let's do that. Genesect comes out. It's a special attack boost. Now let's see. If I go Genesect against a Crocodile... Let's see. Let's go level 50. Ice Beam will do a huge chunk. We'll actually do amazing damage with U-turn. So I'm going to go for a U-turn here. As it switches out back into Melmetal, I'm okay with that. We got him in the Vortex right now. Let's go back into Kronos. And let's fire off an Earth Power this time. Let's do that. I kind of want to get a bit of information on the Crook as well, which would be very good knowledge. And if he stays in, he loses his Melmetal, which would be amazing. But again, we'll see what happens. We are special on this set. He goes into Salamence. Ooh, that hurts. Okay, let's go for the U-turn here. We'll see what he does. I'm afraid of a Special Mence here. I'm not going to lie, but it's okay. It's not bad. Let's go for the U-turn. If he goes for Dragon Dance, he goes for Dragon Dance. So be it. That really sucks. Damn. He may be a Scarf Mence here. He may be a Dragon Dance Mence, but we'll find out some good knowledge here. Okay, cool. Let's have Ice with me. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Tellus, let's go. Another special attack boost. That's Ice Beam. Back to Melmetal he goes. 15%. It's not bad at all. Into Kronos. As he body slams me. Okay. I'm actually cool with that body slam. He's at -1. I'm just going to U-turn out as he stays in. Unfortunate. That's okay though. I believe Fallen is nice to have, but he's at -1. He wouldn't go for double iron bash. He'd probably go for Ice Punch if anything. So I'm going to go into Fallen. As he body slams me. That's 15%. That's fine with me. We can go for a parting shot. He's now at -2. Let's go back into Kronos here. How much you doing? How much we doing? Double iron bash. Yo, we played around that Melmetal like it was our job. Wow. That was dope. In comes my Lodic. Let's U-turn. It's Rocky Helmet. Okay. Let's go into Sylvally. Recover? Yeah, expected. That's fine. Everything is... I'm going to go for a parting shot here. I imagine he doesn't want this thing getting toxic. So I go... Yeah, so I get the parting shot off. And do I go into Big Red? But no, I go into Genesect here. And I want to click Ice Beam so badly, but I think I'm just going to U-turn out. That's my play. Genesect is just so annoying for him. Oh my god, it is so incredibly annoying for him to deal with. This is awesome. I'm probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the... Oh, he survives. That's fine. That's okay. As much as I like Landorus, I don't really need it here, so I'm going to go into Landorus as he's going to be at -2 now, and he gets his rocks. which does suck, but it's not the end of the world. How much do we do with the first U-turn? This is the benefit of playing on Showdown. With our U-turn, we did 27%. Let's go for the U-turn again. As he goes into my Melodic, I'm cool with that. We are, like, honestly, we're just chipping things down. Chipping. How much does, because well, it's speed, because he's not gonna be jolly. He's not about speed for jolly. So let's go Melodic. Go again, Melodic, we'll go mixed defenses. He is not burnt. So if I go into Dracovish, 59 to 70. If he's max defense calm. I don't think he's gonna be max defense calm. If I go to Tellus, is that a problem? I don't think so. I'm gonna go into Tellus. And I'm gonna fire off I wanna go for the Thunderbolt. Because if I go for a U-turn, he's messed up. He's destroyed. So let's go for the Thunderbolt here. Oh, we have the attack boost here. Oh, let's go for, I don't think he goes for, he might go for a Mirror Coat, honestly. And with our our special attack drop, then, with the fact that we're not at +1 special attack, I should point that out. That's a bit of a problem for me. Yeah, and if he's, let's see, even if he's max defense, max HP bold, he still would have a higher special attack, right? Special defense, rather. Let's see, so special defense, if he's at 0, max, yeah, he would have, it'd be 1 point higher. If he has no investment in special defense and max physical defense, excuse me, he would be at 144 special defense versus 145. Okay. I want a U-turn here, so I'm gonna U-turn. As he goes into the Crook, dude, Genesect is a monster right now. Oh my god. He doesn't have a Dark type anymore. And as long as I keep Silvally alive, we're able to guarantee, oh my god, that's insane. We're able to guarantee that it's going to be, what am I trying to say, what's the word? He can't just click Vicious Rend. That's awesome. He could go into the Rotom, which would be fine. I kind of want to keep my Chronos around. I'm going to go into Icarus here. We'll go into Icarus. He knows I'm Boots now. Him getting up rocks is kind of unfortunate. We're taking a little bit of chip every time. But in comes the Rotom, which is fine with me. He could definitely just go for a free Volt Switch. He could go for an Air Slash, could go for a Will-O-Wisp. Let's go for the U-turn here. We're going to pick up some chip on it. I'm going to force him to stay in with my Landorus here, as we are no longer taking, we're not going to take the next hit of rocks, but that's okay, because Volt Switch comes out, we chip it down a little bit more, and he cannot U-turn me. I think I want to go for a Psychic here, but I think Sludge Bomb would do a bit more. Would it do more? Let me double check that calc. Landorus against Rotom Fan at level 50. We are doing the same amount. Sludge Bomb and U-turn do the same amount. He could go hard into the Milotic. I kind of want to I want to U-turn out, but I don't think it's smart to do that. Actually, I am going to U-turn out. I'm going to U-turn out here on the, I don't know if I can. Damn. Because if he goes Milotic, I don't want it to have to take the hit. I don't want anything to take the hit. I just want it to bring something in. But I go U-turn, and he ends up going into the Milotic. We crit it. That's unfortunate. We lose our Landorus, which is okay, because I can basically go into kind of anything almost, and just click buttons. I can go into the big red button here and click an attack, which is awesome. Something's going to die. So let's do that. Vicious Rend. Something's going to die here. Something's dying. Yep, we outspeed. We KO it. That's great. Salamence comes out. We're at -1. I'm fine with that. Let's go for another Vicious Rend. We are banded here as he Dragon Dances in my face. That's resisted. That did no damage at all. I don't want to lose here. We might just lose. Shoot. Let's go into Icarus. He's at +2. I think we just lose to Salamence, guys. I'm not going to lie. It's unfortunate, but I think we do lose to Salamence. Shoot. I messed that up. I played that so poorly. Oh my god. I was going too fast, and I played that poorly. I think we're going to get reverse swept here. Let's Air Slash. Dragon Claw. We take the hit, which is nice. We Air Slash. We weaken it. A good chunk. That's good. Fuck, what do I do? I think I go into big red button here. As he roosts. Great play. Let's Ice Fang. Dragon Claw gets the KO. That is so unfortunate. Let's go into Tellus here. And I want to go hard into Fallen, but I don't think I can. He might have a Yachi Berry, which sucks, but I want to find out if he's got a fire move as his last move. So let's switch out. Silvally comes out. Fire Fang. Dual Wing Beat. Okay. I don't think we take this, but we'll try. No, we didn't take it before anyways. We get reverse set by Salamence. That's okay. Honestly, guys, I don't... This game was going to be really tough for us to win. There was too much around, and I just did not do a good job of getting away from the Marshadow. That's so unfortunate. I'm so mad at myself, but... Oh, boy. We didn't have really an out. I know I could have gone to Kaguya earlier. It doesn't matter. Like, we weren't going to win this game. I'm so frustrated about that. It's a 3-0 loss. Yeah. Oh, man. Do we even KO? We don't think we do. Yeah. Yeah. GG's. We pick up a 3-0 loss. We're now 0-3, -5. Don't really know what to say about it. I'm frustrated because I think now, like, honestly, I did not expect to go into this game winning. I had him in the Vortex early on, but I knew that Marshadow would mess me up, Salamence would mess me up, and just, damn it. I played so well to start the game, and I got tunnel vision. I got tunnel vision, and it cost me. If I had gone, like, why would I go? I don't know why I went to that. At that point in time, I could have just Ice Beamed. I could have just Thunderbolted, honestly. I'm so mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself for playing this way. I choked that away so hard. I let him get in his Salamence for free. I don't know why I let him get a Salamence in for free. As long as if I wasn't banded, if I was like Ice Belt or something, I could have gone for an Ice Bang on that thing on the setup. That is so unfortunate. That is so incredibly unfortunate. Oh man, I gotta do better. Our team is 0-3, even though we have an absolutely broken team. I genuinely believe that we could be 3-0, but my play in game 1, I let him set up and reverse sweep me. In week 3, I let him set up and reverse sweep me. In game 2, I lost, and in my opinion, even though I did mess up and I had a chance to pull it back, I still lost because of a crit. I'm so frustrated. I'm not making changes to this team. It is still really good. It's just I have to play better with it. I have to play better with it. Landorus is really good mon. I haven't been playing well enough with Landorus. I feel like it's been taken advantage of, which sucks. This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh well, what are you going to do? We fall, and I'm a little disappointed about that. I really am, but what are you going to do? Anyways, thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and help me get to 1,000 subscribers by hitting subscribe if you haven't already as well. Let me know what you guys would do differently. Obviously, I think my play would have been instead of going into where is it? I'm trying to think of the name. Not the Landorus, the Dracovish. That was on turn 22. Going into the Drakefish on the Milotic. He was at 30%. I could have gone into Lunala. I should have gone to Lunala. There was no reason for me not to go Lunala, actually. Because he wouldn't be able to set up with his dragon. Man, I'm so frustrated with myself. I need to get more mocks for this game. I need to get more practice in. I need to... Damn. Ubers is not my strength. If you guys know and like Ubers, and you guys are solid at it, just let me know down in the comments. I'm looking for people for front office for this because for some reason Ubers is just not my strength. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.